Today lesson is consignment. What is the meaning of consignment and features of consignment? The difference between consignment and sale and important documents in consignment. It is the introduction of the consignment. Consignment is derived from the French word consignor. The French word consignor, that means to hand over. To consign means to send. To consign means send. Consignment means goods sent to the another person. Goods sent to the another person is known as consignment. In consignment, the owner of the goods is sent to the another person. The another person is known as agent. The owner of the goods send it to the agent. Who are goods sent on consignment? The owner of goods sent on consignment, that person is known as consignor. Who are goods sent on consignment? That person is known as consignor. Who are goods received on consignment from the owner or consignor is known as consignee. For example, A is the owner of the goods. A is the owner of the goods. B is agent. B is agent. A is the owner of the goods. A goods sent to B. That goods are received by B and sold on behalf of the owner, on behalf of the A, on commission basis. That is called consignment. A is goods sent on consignment. A is the owner of the goods. Goods rights is not transferred to the agent. Only goods position is transferred by the A to B. All risks are paid by the A. Is always owner of the goods is consignor, not consignee. Consignee is just like a commission agent. That goods are sold on behalf of the owner on commission basis. That agent is known as consignee. Consignee is goods received from the consignor. That goods are sold on behalf of the consignor on commission basis is called consignment. A is the consignor. A is the consignor. B is the consignee or agent. Consignee or agent. Who is the consignor? Owner of the goods send to the agent. That person is known as consignor. The consignor, that goods sent to the consignee, the goods rights are not transferred to the consignee. Only possession of goods transferred from the consignor to the consignee. All rights, goods rights kept into the consignor. No risk is paid by the consignee because the goods owner is consignor. That all risks are paid by the consignor. It is known as consignment. Who is the consignor? Goods sent on consignment. That person is known as consignor. Who is the consignee? To whom the goods sent on consignment. To whom the goods sent on consignment, that person is known as consignee. Goods received from the consignor, the person goods received from the consignor, that goods are sold on behalf of the commission, that person is known as consignee. Next one, features of consignment. What is the features of consignment? First one is the parties. There are two parties in consignment. There are two parties in consignment. One is the consignor. The second one is the consignee. There are two parties in consignment. One is the consignor. The second one is the consignee. Next one, a relationship between the consignor and consignee. What is the relationship between the consignor and consignee? The consignor and consignee is a principal and agent relationship. Owner and agent relationship. Principal means owner. Owner and agent relationship, or principal and agent relationship between the consignor and consignee. And the third one is the ownership. Goods ownership is always kept in the consignor, because that goods are not sold by the consignor to the consignee. Only goods possession is transferred from consignor to the consignee. Goods owner is always consignor, not consignee. That is the third feature of the consignment. And fourth one, risk. In this consignment, all risks are paid by the consignor, because goods owner is consignor. Goods rights kept into the consignor, not transferred to the consignee. All risks are paid by the consignor, not consignee. That is the another feature of consignment. Expenses. All expenses, goods sent by the consignor to the agent. There are two types of expenses are there: consignor expenses and consignee expenses. Consignor expenses and consignee expenses. There are two types of expenses in consignor and consignee: recurring expenses and non-recurring expenses. Recurring expenses is spent by the consignor. Goods sent to the consignee reach to the godown of the consignee. That expenses is known as non-recurring expenses. Cartage, carriage, unloading, loading charges, transit expenses, insurance in transit. This type of expenses is known as non-recurring expenses. And recurring expenses means that expenses is recovered. That expenses is paid by the consignee after the goods are reached to the godown. That type of expenses is known as recurring expenses. Sales expenses, all sales expenses is known as recurring expenses. Recurring expenses, another name is indirect expenses. Non-recurring expenses, another name is direct expenses. Non-recurring expenses and direct expenses, recurring expenses and indirect expenses or sales expenses is known as recurring expenses. And next one is the expenses. All expenses, consignor and consignee expenses paid by the consignor. First, consignee expenses paid by the consignee. That expenses is reimbursed from the consignor. All expenses, consignor and consignee expenses paid by the consignor. Next one is the closing stock. The year ending, the unsold stock kept into the consignee. That closing stock owner is consignor. because the ownership is not transferred by the consignor to the consignee. Any unsold stock kept into the consignee, that owner is consignor. That is the features of consignment. Parties, a relationship, ownership, risk and expenses, and closing stock. The 6 features of and the characteristics of consignment. The another one is the difference between consignment and sale. What is the meaning of consignment? What is the meaning of sale? What is the difference between consignment and sale? First one is the ownership of goods in consignment or sale. In consignment, ownership of the goods is always consignor, because the goods rights are not transferred by the consignor to the consignee. Owner is always in consignment consignor. In sale, the goods are sold to the purchaser by the seller. The goods rights are transferred from the seller to the purchaser. Immediately, the goods are sold by the seller to the purchaser. The goods rights immediately transferred from the seller to the buyer. First one is the ownership of the goods. Consignment, owner, consignor. In sales, owner, purchaser. Owner, purchaser. Next one is the parties. In consignment, there are 2 parties. One is the consignor, the second one is the consignee. In sales, there are 2 parties. One party is seller, the second party is purchaser. Seller and purchaser. In consignment, consignor and consignee. Next one, parties in consignment, parties in sale. That is the over parties. Relation between in consignment, the relationship between consignor and consignee is principal and agent relationship. The owner and agent relationship in consignment. In sale, the goods are sold by the seller to the buyer. Seller and buyer relationship between in sale. In cash sales, in credit sales, the goods sold by the seller to the purchaser, that amount is not immediately paid to the seller. The relationship between the seller and buyer is creditor and debtor relationship in credit sales. In cash sales, seller and purchaser relationship. Next, risk. In consignment, owner of the goods is always consignor. All risks bear by the consignor. In sales, goods rights are transferred from seller to the purchaser immediately. That goods are sold, that rights are transferred from the seller to the purchaser. Automatically, risk transferred from the seller to the purchaser. That is the risk. Consideration. In consignment, goods sent by the consignor to the consignee. That consignee, that goods are sold on behalf of the commission basis. A remuneration paid by the consignor to the consignee for goods sold on consignment, that remuneration is known as commission. In sale, that goods are sold for profit against the price. The goods are sold for profit against the price, that is known as consideration. Price is the consideration. The goods are sold higher than the price, that is known as profit, that is the consideration. Next, expenses. In consignment, owner of the goods is always consignor. Any expenses, consignor and consignee expenses, both are paid by the consignor. In sale, that goods or rights transferred immediately from the seller to the buyer. Risk is also transferred from the seller to the buyer. Any expenses paid by the only buyer, not seller. The goods are sold, that goods rights immediately transferred from the seller to the buyer. Any expenses spent after sale, that expenses is paid by the purchaser. Account sales. In consignment, a periodical statement prepared by the consignee to the consignor, that statement is known as account sales. A periodical statements. In sales, account sales is not required, is not prepared by the purchaser, not sent to the seller. That goods rights immediately transferred from the seller to the buyer. Profit or loss. In consignment, profit or loss, profit is enjoyed by the consignor only, and loss is paid only consignor. Profit or loss not shared to the consignee in consignment, because owner of the goods is the consignor. In sales, goods rights are transferred from the seller to the purchaser. That goods are sold immediately, that rights are transferred from the seller to the purchaser. Any profit is there, that profit is enjoyed by the purchaser, not seller. The goods automatically sold, that goods right transferred from the seller to the buyer. Any profit is there after sale, that profit is shared only buyer or purchaser. That is the difference between consignment and sale. Next one is important documents. Important documents. There are two important documents in consignment. One is the pro forma invoice. The second one is the account sales. First one is the pro forma invoice. Second one is the account sales. Pro forma invoice, it is not a invoice. Invoice prepared by the seller and send it to the purchaser, that is known as invoice. Pro forma invoice is not a invoice. Looks like a invoice. Looks like a invoice, not invoice. Invoice is prepared by the seller and send it to the purchaser. In consignment, pro forma invoice is prepared by the consignor and send to the consignee on goods sent on consignment. It is a statement prepared by the consignor. It contains quality, quantity, price of the goods. Quality, quantity, price of the goods, that information prepared one statement by the consignor and send to the consignee along with goods sent on consignment. This statement is known as pro forma invoice. Who is prepared by the pro forma invoice? Consignor. Send it to the consignee. It contains quality, quantity, price of the goods along with goods sent on consignment. In sales, invoice is prepared by the seller and send it to the purchaser. Invoice prepared in sales. Pro forma invoice prepared in consignment. Next one is the second document is account sales. It is a statement. It is prepared by the consignee periodically and sent to the consigner. Owner of the goods is the consigner. All sales information is one statement is prepared by the consignee periodically and sent to the consigner. That statement is known as account sales. Account sales is prepared by the consignee periodically and sent to the consigner. It contains sale proceeds of the goods and deducted his expenses, commission, advance, and remaining balance sent to consigner in the form of cash, check, draft, along with account sales. It is known as account sales. It is prepared by the consignee periodically and sent to the consigner. It contains sale proceeds of the goods and deducted his expenses, commission, advance, and remaining balance sent by consignee to the consigner in the form of cash or check or draft. The statement is known as account sales. It is the introduction of consignment. Next one is the commission. Next one is the commission. What is the meaning of commission? What is the meaning of commission? Goods sent by consigner to the consignee on behalf of a commission basis. A remuneration paid by the consigner to the consignee for goods sold, that remuneration is known as commission. Remuneration paid by the consigner to the consignee for sale of goods, that remuneration is known as commission. The remuneration paid by the consigner to the consignee, that remuneration is known as commission. There are three types of commissions. There are three types of commission. One is the general commission. Second one is the del credere commission. Third one is the overriding commission. There are three types of commissions in consignment. One is the general commission, second one is the del credere commission, and third one is the overriding commission. First, general commission. It is a normal commission or general commission paid by the consigner to the consignee on gross sale proceeds. A fixed percentage on sales and paid by consigner to the consignee on consignment basis. It is known as general commission or ordinary commission. It must be paid by the consigner to the consignee. In consignment, the agent is appointed on commission basis. Commission paid by the consigner to the consignee on gross sale proceeds, that is known as general commission, that is known as ordinary commission. No risk is paid by the consignee, this type of commission. Additional commission is not paid by the consigner to the consignee. Any risk is there, that risk is paid by the only consigner, not consignee. This type of commission is known as ordinary commission or general commission. The second one is the del credere commission. The second one is the del credere commission. The additional commission paid by the consigner to the consignee for bad debts is known as del credere commission. Consignee goods sold on cash basis and credit basis. Cash basis and credit basis. Goods sold on credit basis and risk is there. That risk is known as bad debts. Amount is not recovered from the debtors, that is known as bad debts. The additional commission is not paid by the consignor to the consignee. That bad debts is paid, that risk is paid by the consignor only, not risk transferred to the consignee. The additional commission paid by the consignor to the consignee for bad debts, the risk paid for bad debts by the consignee, additional commission paid by the consignor to the consignee, that additional commission is known as del credere commission. Additional commission paid by the consignor to the consignee for bad debts. If commission is paid by the consignor to the consignee, any risk of bad debts are paid by only consignee, not consignor. That risk of bad debts is deducted from his commission. That loss is deducted from his commission. That is known as del credere commission. That loss is not paid by the consignor. If additional commission paid by the consignor to the consignee, that risk is that risk transferred by the consignor to the consignee if additional commission paid to the consignee. The risk is only paid by the consignee. That is the del credere commission. Del credere commission is calculated on gross sales. Del credere commission is always calculated on gross sales. And overriding commission, it is also additional commission. Already paid general commission, it is a additional commission paid by the consignor to the consignee. The agent hard work for introduce the new product in the market. Agent hard work to introduce the new product in the market. The additional commission paid by the consignor to the consignee, that commission is known as overriding commission. One agent higher sales in one area compared to the other agents. The additional commission paid by the consignor to the consignee is known as overriding commission. And another meaning of overriding commission, the consignee goods sent to the consignor a fixed price of sale. Consignee sold that goods on fixed price of sale. The consignee sold that goods more than the fixed price. The consignor paid additional commission to the consignee more than the fixed price of sale is known as overriding commission. There are three types of commission: general commission, del credere commission, and overriding commission. నా వీడియోస్ నచ్చినట్టయితే షేర్ చేయండి, లైక్ చేయండి, సబ్స్క్రైబ్ చేయండి, కామెంట్ చేయండి.